everyone. I'm Ken Resnick, and welcome to the world of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association. This home video, appropriately titled Revenge, has a lot of scores to be settled. You will see some truly classic matchups in this home video, including a tag team combination that was very popular from the outset. Bambi teaming with Malia Hosaka. Their opponents none other than Nasty Linda, Nasty Cat, the Nasty Girls. You'll see the strength and size of Reggie Bennett battling the equally strong and vicious Bad Girl. Terri Power, as popular as ever, what a rising superstar she is, battling Black Venus. You'll see the Mighty Might combination of sexy Sindy Paradise and Cheryl Rusa. They don't have a lot of size or strength, but boy, they have hearts as big as all outdoors. You'll see Madusa Miceli back from Japan with a Japanese style that many wrestling fans have been unaccustomed to seeing. In addition, you'll see a very popular tag team, Reggie Bennett teaming with Shelly Francis, and they went up in a real Katie Bar the Door barn burner against Bad, Black, and Beautiful. And you'll see former LPWA champion Susan Sexton hoping to seek revenge against the current champion Lady X. All that and more on this edition of LPWA Revenge. Now, to start things off, we'll take a look at Susan Sexton, an LPWA champion, against the Mexican masked star Gata.
Fans, this bout is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Mexico, weighing 145 pounds, Gata! Her opponent this evening from Perth in Western Australia, weighing 125 pounds, she is the LPWA Ladies Champion Superstar, Susan Sexton!
The LPWA really love the World Heavyweight Champion, Susan Sexton. She's one of the finest wrestlers in the LPWA.
Is that proper to say heavyweight when you're talking about a female division wrestler?
She is the ladies' world champion.
Okay.
Is that better? Now, let me tell you something. We were told by our producers that we were going to see our first look of the Queen and her court here in the LPWA. I don't know about you, but I couldn't tell an awful lot.
I know who it is, and I want to tell you right here.
You know who that was?
Yes.
All I could see was a silhouette of some shadowy figures.
I know who it is. You want me to tell you? Yeah. I'll tell you. Alfred Hitchcock. I don't know.
Obviously, you could see a lot more of those silhouettes than I could. I did notice, though, the Queen was wearing a crown or a tiara.
Tiara is what it's called. Obviously, the Queen had breakfast at Tiffany's.
The Beast, Ashley Kennedy, has challenged Susan Sexton for a title match. Recently, the Beast defeated Sexton in a non-title match. I'm sure that Susan Sexton in the near future is going to have to defend that title against the Beast, and I think that will be a match well worth looking forward to. A beautiful move on the part of the champion as she snap-mares the cat over, and now look at this. She's going in. Look at this move.
That's a Mexican-style move, Susan.
Well, she got her down. 1, 2.
But she came out. She came out. She knew how to combat that because that was a Mexican-style move. Susan Sexton has wrestled all over the world. She was born, obviously, in Western Australia. She began wrestling when she was quite young, but did you know this, Joe? She quit wrestling at one point and moved to New York and started her own rock and roll band. Did you realize that? Sue Sexton and the Sizzlers. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
As a matter of fact,
you're just an encyclopedia on these ladies.
I certainly am.
Big bulldog. Oh, my God.
Did you hear that?
The move, knowing to use that elbow and then that chop, and Gata now into the ropes. The champ waiting, and there it is. Now, that was not a kick. That was the front of the boot, and as you know, very legal. It does the damage. There's a monkey flip right off Gata. She goes down on her back. Susan Sexton goes down, grabs a leg. 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. What is that, area code?
Leg
2. And then there was a...
Also, I see what you're saying, Joe.
Thank you.
Susan Sexton staying on Gata. And let's be obvious on the outset of it here. It appears that Susan Sexton's experience, her wrestling ability, is just too much for Gata. Gata's showing a lot of guts and fighting back, but Susan Sexton has controlled the tempo of this match. That's the mark of a champion. Got to give her credit for that.
Well, you know, you brought up the fact of the old Susan Sexton. The truth of the matter is, she has changed her attitude, but she still fights fire with fire.
Oh, right to the ear.
I mean, she still, if her opponent wants to wrestle like this, then Susan Sexton will follow like suit. And I think that we've seen that, some examples of that. She throws her into the ropes. There's a clothesline right below the neck. I think that might have knocked the wind out of Susan Sexton. Gata now showing off a little bit for the fans, throws Sexton into the ropes. And now here she goes. She's gone in with a knee. And now, see, this is what I'm talking about. She should be concentrating on the match, not waving out at the fans and saying, look what I did, because that is what might happen to you right later.
She tried to separate Gata's shoulder, pulling her up short when she went to buggy whip her to the turnbuckles. Now Susan Sexton once again going on the offensive, does it again. She's trying to pull that arm right out at the socket, and it looks like it may be succeeding. You can see the pain through Gata's mask, for heaven's sake.
She throws Gata one way and then yanks another. And now Gata tries to reverse it, but Susan Sexton is waiting. Uses a fist. Let's be honest.
Maybe she learned something from Muhammad Ali somewhere along the way in all of her travels across the world.
All right, she's got her in a front face lock. Gata pulled her legs out from under her. Now Gata once again showing off for the fans, and she's got her foot right across the throat of the champion. The referee calling her off. But Gata now using the feet. And again, now look at this, goes up, and she's talking to the fans. This is a waste right here.
Gata an error in judgment, because look at this, Susan Sexton.
This could be the electric chair.
That's what she calls it if she falls backwards with her opponent. Gata spending too much time trying to hot dog for the fans.
That's it. That's the current. The electric chair. 1, 2, and the sentence has been executed.
Fans, the winner of the bout, Superstar Susan Sexton!
That electric chair is shocking.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, there was no question, no matter who Susan Sexton's opponent was, once she had them strapped into the electric chair, it was all over but for the counting of 3.